Zambia has until April 30 to make a tough decision. Sign a mineral rights deal with the United States or lose most of the funding for the HIV treatment of 1.3 million people. Zambia is one of the world's largest copper producers. It also has significant reserves of lithium and some cobalt. The US wants preferential access to these very minerals and their sources, used for things such as solar panels and electric vehicles. But Zambia is also a country with one of the highest rates of HIV/AIDS in the world. Nearly 10% of the adult population is affected. For over 2 decades, Zambia has relied on a US program called PEPFAR to fund about 80% of its HIV response. So how are Zambia's minerals and HIV programs related? A US State Department Memorandum of Understanding shows the two sides are negotiating a 5-year health deal to replace one that expires on April 30. The proposed agreement states that all healthcare funding will be immediately discontinued if no deal is reached, and that deal is supposed to include preferential access to Zambia's minerals, meaning American companies get priority rights over companies from other countries. But that's not all. Washington is also demanding 10 years of access to Zambia's health data, but only offering 5 years of funding. HIV and other health data is valuable for pharmaceutical companies developing new drugs. Whatever medications, vaccines, or profit come out of it, Zambia would get no guaranteed share of the profit. In Kenya, activists took their government to court over a similar data clause. And finally, the US is only offering $320 million in aid for all health programs in Zambia in 2026, compared with $367 million it provided last year for HIV programs alone. And that figure of $320 million would decline each year. The Zambian government wants a deal, just not this one. They walked away from the negotiations in late 2025, just as Zimbabwe did with the US over similar health data concerns. This is not the first blow to Zambia's HIV programs. When US President Donald Trump began his second term, he froze foreign aid, affecting PEPFAR. For the first time in the history of the program, fewer people were treated than the year before. The US government says PEPFAR has saved over 26 million lives, but it now looks like the survival of 1.3 million Zambians may depend on a mineral deal.